Okay, here we go. Walk around of the 1966 Suburban with a 1960 grill and a 1980 Chevrolet van, powertrain, powertrain, brakes, power steering. Anyway, there's the engine, and you can see it came out of a van because it's got the dipstick for the transmission right there. It's got a 4-barrel carburetor on it, HEI ignition, set of headers, and here's the headers, power steering pump, new radiator. I put the radiator in it. Got a viscous dry fan. Needs to have a shroud installed on it. There's your heater. The inner sheet metal has a rust spot in the front edge on the right side. Battery tray is nice and solid. The front radiator support, core support, and the one on the other side, the driver's side, looks pretty good. There we go. Like I say, the windshield, I believe, is new, fairly new. It's got none of the sandblast marks on it. The gasket looks new and is flexible, not all dried out. Oh, just about tripped. Stay back. Okay, here's the inside. Floors need some attention. Somebody's done a poor job of sheet metal repair, quote unquote, on the floors, which is nothing more than screwing sheet metal down to cover up the holes that were in there. And this is a proper piece, but it's not been installed correctly. Hangs out at the front, as you can see, so it needs to be redone. Doors, windows work. One on the other side, I've got the inside panel somewhere. Kind of the highlight of the inside is this odometer gauge set. I took it all back out, mounted it into a flat black, crinkle black aluminum piece. Okay, and now let's fire this thing up. Put the key on. Oh, the steering column is out of probably that same Chevrolet van. Key on, and then push the button down here. And there she is firing up. Nice gauge set. Turn signals. Underneath here, I don't know if the light will adjust, but there's that fuse block. That's a painless wiring system. It's got several circuits Chevrolet only dreamed of back in the day. Here's a B&M shifter. Last year for the two-door styling on the Suburban. Look out there, pup. Body's got issues, but it's there. It runs, it drives. There's the big old back end of it. There's a turbo, what would be a 700 R4 transmission right there with an overdrive in it, which this needs. It's got a big old 10-bolt, kind of high geared. That in the cardboard is a new bumper for the back end of it, which it needs, as you can see. That one's kind of wrinkled. Got a trailer hitch. Sliding windows, well, they don't slide much. They need some help, but they're all there. This one over here on this side's cracked. The one in the back. But it's just flat glass, so it shouldn't be too hard to replace. Somebody was compensating, I think, for the rear end gearing by putting a larger tire on the back. That's probably about what it should have, a big tire, and then a smaller tire on the front. The brakes are virtually new. The tires are virtually new. They're in good shape. The wheels, cheap chrome. Very cheap chrome. Just flash chromed, and of course they're rusting. This, I think, is the original color. This is the result of a paint job going south. Paint just flicking off. No real rust below that, just the paint is not adhered. There is some rust spots though. Rust spot down here. Some rust in there. I think a little bit, somebody repaired a rust job here, quote unquote. This is kind of a cool feature. When the tailgate's down, you can fold the the license plate out. Somebody had a rear antenna on it at one time. So there it is. Chevrolet Suburban carryall. Oh. Super deluxe seats. They need a little bit of work, but believe it or not, it's a power seat. Yeah, it was working. Anyway. There it is in all of its glory.